Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Arel and I hope you are doing well. Today I am going to be doing a semi unboxing, because I already took it out of the box and I actually looked at the stuff, but I just wanted to introduce all the things that I've gotten from the company TECHO. I talked about in my previous video. I will link it in the cards right now if you haven't seen it, but it's just primarily a chat about the future planner that I am going to be using in the upcoming year. So it has finally arrived, along with some other goodies. So I have, let's get rid of this guy. All of this stuff that I received on Friday. Today is now a Thursday, so close to a week later. I was out of town visiting my sister, so I didn't really have a chance to film just yet, but here we are right now. So let's just get on it. So this is the brand, like I said, TECHO, and this is the JIBUN TECHO lineup, or their product when it comes to their planners. So it's kind of like the Hobonichi, but this is the JIBUN TECHO. And I've gotten several things besides the planner, but in my previous video I did speak about what kind of planner that I wanted to get, and it is the JIBUN TECHO Mini, which is in the B6 slim size. And just getting it now, looking at it, when I first looked at it on Friday, I knew I made the right choice, because this is probably the best of both worlds of having still a kind of slightly compact planner, but also giving me a big ton of space. As you guys know, I have been in Pocket, particularly the Plotter Mini, and it has offered so many great things for me this year, but I also have some qualms about it, and I discussed that in the video. So I am looking for a change, and I'm hoping this is the change that I need for 2026. So before I open her up, I want to also talk about like stuff that I got. This was a freebie actually. If you do the pre-order timeline, if you follow the pre-order timeline that they have, you get this free set of highlighters, and I guess it's a lined, or it's a dual tip. So there's the fine line, and then they have the different icons, which is kind of cool. I'll test those out. I got this little notebook. It just says trip book, which is pretty much just a log for travels and stuff like that. So I wanted to take this on a future trip sometimes. I really liked it. I was really just gunning for the free shipping, so I just ordered random stuff with it. And I also asked my sister to order some stuff. She got colored pencils and some washi, and I believe another notebook like this. So she already has those. And then this one is to pretty much personalize the planner. So this is the, I believe it's like a pocket. I'm not really sure what the official name is. The card pocket insert. I'll put it all together in a little bit. And then this is the cover. And I want to say this is pretty much the same cover as the cover that it is on this one. And I honestly thought it was going to be a different one. But it's okay. It's nice to have an extra in case something happens to this cover while I am using the planner for next year. So I have that. And then lastly, bit of a trash ASMR for you guys. I have this pouch. It's a tool pen case, and it actually comes in different sizes. So I chose the A5 size because I think it'll be just perfect to keep a bunch of random stuff in here. Let me zoom out a little bit just so it's not too crazy. But yeah, this is what it looks like inside. There's two pockets right here, and then I think you can add like stuff in between here. I've seen people have the smaller size and they kind of just use it as a pencil case, but just a little bit of kind of like an example of how they use this one. So yeah, this is like perfect, and I just really like it, like the color and all of that stuff. So let's zoom back in and let's open her up. So JIBUN TECHO, there are a lot of different layouts that they have. So they have the days, which is this one. They have the light, the biz. I want to say they don't call it weekly. I'll link the website down below so you guys can see the different types of notebooks that they have. It's a very versatile brand. Like, they have really planned out the layouts in detail, which is really nice. And I think that's why I kind of got enticed with buying this one, because it really fits the layout that I am using right now with my current planner. But anyway, so if you open her up, there are, let me just take this off now because, so there's 3 card pockets right here. And so the cover itself, like, let's take her off. And it's just paper right here. It says 2026. And then it also has another cover, which I actually didn't know about. That's actually pretty cool. Huh. Okay, yeah, so they have this part and then this part. So cool. But yeah, you can totally like decorate it however you want. And it is thread or stitched bound, I guess. It's pretty similar to Hobonichi. Pretty much kind of like the TECHO A6, and I think this is how the cousin is as well. But let's just put her back. So this is pretty cool that it comes with its own cover now when you buy the planner, because with Hobonichi, if you buy the ones that are not the hardcovers, it comes with nothing. So you have to buy the clear cover separately. So calendar right here, the full calendar for 2026, and we have 2025, which is this year, and then 2027, which is the year after. And then here, I kind of opened this last weekend when I was at my sister's when we had downtime. So I kind of just sort of brainstormed stuff that I wanted to put on here in the different sections as we flip through. So this one is pretty much like a perpetual calendar. And I don't know what I'll use this for, because the spaces are pretty small. And then this next page is my dream 2026. So this is pretty much like a goals page, and it has different categories. So work or study, education, finance, health and beauty, hobbies and leisure, travel, vacation, family, partner, friendship and connection, and other. That's like really cool. So you write your goals here and then your actions to take. And then here is my events. So this is pretty much just you write the dates, I guess, of like stuff that you have going on for the year. So here I am planning on probably doing a line in the middle and then just writing down so that I have more space, honestly, for different types of events. And then next is the 100 wishes list. So this is actually pretty cool. And it doesn't have just 100, so it's numbered up to 100, but then you have extras. So I'm kind of thinking between random stuff that I want to do for next year, just anything that pops into my head, whether it could be something big or something small, or I want to do different 25 categories, like different like health wish lists, work wish lists, travel, etc. So different types of wishes that I want for next year, or do I just do a random one? Kind of leading towards the random one, but we shall see. And then it comes with a free list pages. So there's 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 pages for all the free lists, and this is really nice because you can just pretty much do whatever. I am kind of leaning towards my media counter / log, so I can do movies, TVs, books that I will read, restaurants that I've been to, coffee shops. I'm not really sure yet. So each column has 28 entries that you could do, so it's times 4. Yeah, so definitely has those intentional stuff that you can log into your planner, which is really nice. And I have 3 pages of these, so these are really good. So the monthly. So this is what I was talking about last week when in my planner plan video, that this is a pretty good layout, honestly. I have my to-dos over here, plenty of space to write the events. Each day you have kind of like a mood tracker right here, and then still empty space right here. I love that there's like the month before, the current month, and the month after, and then the Gantt chart, which is the most important thing in this page, which is going to be my habit tracker. So that's absolutely fabulous. And it goes to all the months first before it goes to the days. So it has December, and then it even has January and February of 2027, which is nice for pre-planning. And then next is the daily. So each month it starts with this type of page. Let me just take out my sticky right here. And it has goals for the month, what I do, what I don't. I'm not really sure how to interpret that, but maybe some do's and don'ts for the month, I guess. And then month in a word, what I achieved, what I didn't achieve, things that made me happy, things I regret, people I met, people I went, or places I went, what I bought and what I learned, and then a free space right here. So very intentional, like I said, very intuitive really when it comes to just reflecting and logging the things that have happened to you for the upcoming month, which is really nice. And then yeah, so we start with the dailies and plenty of space of to-dos right here. Let's do the gray one. So to-dos, and then another mood tracker right here. So I've looked up, this is sunrise and this is sunset, but I'm not really sure if this is obviously like leaning towards Japan time, because this is a Japanese planner, but I think that's so cool. And then there is a section right here for weather, and then this part right here, it just shows you what day we are on and what week it corresponds to. So it starts on a Monday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's really cool. That, I don't know, it just, I mean, me designing a planner, I wouldn't think of that, but I wouldn't really also kind of connect like what that would mean. But I guess it would be important for some people, like, oh, we're on a Friday of this current week, so that's cool. And then there's space right here to write whatever stuff for maybe intentions and whatnot. So my plan is, so far, is to have my to-dos here and every to-do log, honestly, and or done log, and then here would just be the running log of what happened to me that day. So that'll be really nice. This is plenty of space. I will definitely have more space now than I am currently, so that's really good. So it does come with 2 bookmarks. I want to say probably one is for the monthly and one is for the daily, but the paper is really nice. I'm not really sure if this is Tomoe River paper, and based on my research, it's their own paper. Kokuyo has, I'm not sure if it has a name per se, but that is pretty much the paper. It feels so nice. It's so thin, but I'm pretty sure it writes really smooth. I have to do pen tests on the back pages. So yeah, when you start the new month, so it has that dashboard again to start off. And then so it has a full year up to December. And then there are blank pages. I think there are 11, I want to say, that I counted. So I need to kind of think about what I want to use these for. And then there's a looking back right here. And kind of reflection pages right here. And that is pretty much it. And the pocket on the back, there's a little card slot right here, and also to put your pen. Let me just try my Coletto. my big one. So this is the 5-color barrel that I have. It fits. That's awesome. So that is what it's gonna look like. I think this is pretty much the limit of how big the pen is, but I'm using a smaller pen right now, so it actually works out. So yeah, like it is super cool. Let me see if this is something that we can attach to right now. So it is a zipper that you can put stuff. Oh, you can. Okay, I know how it works now. So it's kind of like you can put some stuff in here and then you can put cards. Kind of reminds me of the one from Travelers, but I think this is how it works. So yeah, you attach it this way. Thank you. Ta-da! So cool. Love that. Okay, so I am so excited for this planner. I am just really looking forward to being back in a bound book once again. I didn't really do pretty well in 2024, but we shall see. I am definitely coming in here with more intentions and more functionality, and the layout is pretty much structured so well that I think it'll allow me to just follow through and not like be pressured on how to use said layout. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. And if you are also using a JIBUN TECHO Days, how are you using it? I need some inspiration. Let's follow each other on YouTube / on Instagram. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.